Hi guys, I want to get on here very quickly and share with you some dreams that I had. These dreams took place towards the ending of May, and I'm just going to jump right into it. The first dream that I had, I was driving down the street, um, basically out to go pick up something to cook for dinner. I pulled up into a store parking lot. The parking lot looked, exactly like a Save-A-Lot parking lot grocery store. I pulled up, and as I pulled up, I saw a line going outside the grocery store. People were lined up outside the grocery store with their buggies, waiting to go in. I also saw cars driving around the parking lot, driving fast, swerving, just in a frenzy. I saw everything that was going on, and I said, I got to get out of here. As I was leaving out of the parking lot, a school bus pulled in as well, driving really fast in the parking lot, and it swerved and it almost hit me. So I went back home. I got back home and I saw my husband, and he was like, "Hey, did you get anything?" And I was like, "No, there was a line. I didn't want to wait." And he was like, "Well, you didn't want to wait in the line?" I said, "No, you don't understand. There was a line. It was a line of people outside, and everybody was driving really crazy. It was just very chaotic. There's something going on." Fast forward, the dream changes to where I am in a skyscraper building, like at one of the very top floors. And in this building, I see all Chinese people. These Chinese people were very wealthy. These Chinese people were in the top 1%. These were the billionaires of the nation, of the world. In this building, it was a jewelry store, and they were shopping for jewelry. This type of jewelry store is not open to the public. You have to be a part of a certain class level, a certain wealth status to even be able to shop in this jewelry store. And this jewelry store was only open, by appointment only. Um, so next, so that's all I saw about China. The dream changes to where I am in a department store. Sorry, I'm very tired today. I was in a department store, and this department store looked very similar to a J.C. Penney, a Macy's, very big building. Inside of this, the department store building, there were tables set up, and on the tables were food items. There was fruit in boxes. There was bread. There was dry canned goods, noodles. It was almost as if it was set up as a food bank, and they were giving away free food. There were people in there with buggies shopping and going through the food items and putting them in their baskets. Also, they had clothes still in the building, but the clothes were marked down to like 75% off. Like they were just dirt cheap. So whatever merchandise they had in the store, clothes, toys, they had the prices marked down, and they were getting rid of them. I was in the store, and I was, looking through the food items, looking through the clothes and the toys, but I didn't take anything home with me. Also in the dream, I knew that I had plenty of supplies at home, and I was just basically out, looking and sifting through things to see if there's anything I can find that I like. Okay, so I'm about to go into the next dream. Okay, the next dream about the school. The dream starts out where I'm at a school. Don't know what school it is, but it's a big old school. The kids are actually standing outside, outside in a pickup area where the buses load and pick up kids. So all the kids are actually out of the building, and they're lined up waiting to go home. On this particular day, school was cut short, and they were just sending the kids home, trying to send them home as quick as possible. I remember walking in the on the part where the buses were parked at, and I remember seeing the school buses just filled up with children. The buses were so full, and there were so many other children outside of the bus waiting for a ride, whether it be their parents to pick them up or the school bus to take them home. During that time when I saw this happening, there was a sense of urgency and danger. I did not see the danger, but I knew that it was danger. They were trying to get the kids home as quick as possible. I found out about it, and I went up to the school. I found my kids, and I put them, in the car, and was on my way home. In the car, my husband was in the car as well. He was the one driving. In the backseat of the car, there was a friend of mine that was with us. She came with us and actually got her children out of the school. She knew that her kids were in danger as well, and she went and got her kids. While we were on our way to drop her home, me and my husband were having a conversation about this is what we've been planning for. This is we couldn't believe that this time was here, and that we need to get out of the major metropolitan city. I then looked back at my friend and I said, "Hey, do you want to come with us? What are you going to do?" And she said, "No, I'm not going with you, and I don't believe in all that." So she was rolling her eyes and said, I don't believe in all of that, and it's not that serious." But I also, in the dream, I had the thought that she thought it was serious enough to follow us to get her children, but not serious enough that we were still in danger. So as we dropped her home, I told her, "Hey, if you change your mind, give us a call." So the dream changes to where I am in a big old warehouse. In this warehouse, there is a giant staircase leading to the top floor of the warehouse. I'm in the warehouse, and I'm actually not on the staircase. I'm actually on the stair railing so I'm climbing up the stair railing, holding on to the bars and sticking my feet in between each of the little posts that's set up to make the railing. So it's almost as if I am in the warehouse, like incognito, like on a secret mission, sort of say, because I'm climbing up this staircase, and this is something I would not do in real life. There's no way I'm doing all of this in real life, but this is what was going on in the dream. So as I'm climbing up the stair railing, I see a light beam in the warehouse. It's like a purple glowing light, and it's kind of like the size of my fist, like a little ball. But this thing was actually floating around the warehouse and was scanning the warehouse for anyone or anything. I knew that it was scanning it for anyone that didn't belong there as well. This warehouse was very big, and it was also very dark and dim. This was like a restricted area. The public is not welcome in here, and it just so happened I was in here. So I make my way up to the top part of the stair railing, and the light beam begins to make its way up the stairs, scanning, moving up and down, sideways scanning. So it gets to the part of the staircase where I am at, and I literally have to bend myself back and hang off of the railing as it's scanning. So it scans and it misses me. It didn't detect me. After the light beam went somewhere else in the warehouse, I saw out in front of me this big old area in the warehouse, and it was filled with water. And one of the things I was thinking, like, what are they doing with a room in the warehouse? It's a very large room, and it was filled with water. So as I'm looking at the water, something emerges out of the water. As it's emerging out of the water, I see its head come out, and its head is like something that you would see out of a sci-fi movie. It's like a sea creature. It had some little fins for ears. It had scales on its face. It had a very ugly, just like it looks like a sci-fi creature. So it stood up, it emerged out of the water, and it was just standing there. It had the body of a man, where you would see it would have the two arms, the torso and the legs, but its face was like a sea creature. I don't know what it was. It just looked something out of a sci-fi movie. Scales on its face, big bulging eyeballs, sharp teeth. I believe what I was seeing was this creature in its true form, which was demonic, but to the natural eye, if somebody in the natural saw this, they would see it as a man. I also believe what I saw is what the book of Revelation talks about, I believe it says something about the either a creature or a beast or a sea creature rising out of the ocean. This is in Revelation, so you guys can check that out. I don't have the scripture written down right now, but I believe that is what that was that I saw. This was something that was in the warehouse, and it was like it was contained there, but it was being prepped and stored there for a certain time, and through the midst of all these things going on, it emerged out of the water. So the dream changes to where I'm back in the car with Henry, and we're talking, and we're like, yeah, we gotta get out of here. We gotta get out of the major metropolitan area, the major city area. We gotta go ahead and get out of here. Also, what we both knew in the dream is that the electrical systems, the online systems, they were already infiltrated. They were already taking over. Something had taken over the airwaves, the electrical waves. And what I mean by that is that any electrical device, cell phone, TV, computer, something had taken it over to where anybody can tap in there and track you and view you, listen to you. It was already taken over, and I knew that. I didn't see it, but I knew it in the dream. I was very aware of what was going on in the systems, and I knew that we had to get out of the area, the major metropolitan city area, where all of these, we have a lot of electronics, a lot of electrical wiring, all these things. We just had to get out of those major areas, because whatever it was here, and it already took over the systems. So I just want to share that really quickly with you guys. Feel free to comment down below. Feel free to ask questions or add anything that you might have seen that I didn't see. I hope this helps you, and please excuse me, I'm extremely tired, so I'm trying to put this video out 3 times, and third time is the charm, and it's going to work this time. And thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch. Have a good day.